Welcome back, everyone. We're watching episode 6 of Ahsoka. Yay. Will we see Ezra this episode?
I hope so.
And if we do, will we see Thrawn?
Will we see Thrawn? I can't wait to see him. I'm going to be terrified and excited. He is an excellent villain.
Oh, he sure is.
He is, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
And I want to hear his voice, too, because he was so menacing in
Yes,
Rebels.
That's right.
It was so good.
Calm and composed.
Sure.
Yes. So shall we get into this?
Yes.
The music.
Sounds so beautiful. Poco's calling. Whoa.
It's like even faster.
When did they have to
Look at
swallow?
that. Oh.
And they're still moving.
Galaxy parts 1, 2, and 3. 1 being the best, of course. I still have those stories in my archive memory. Would you like to hear one? No war. And no Ezra.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
I want Ezra back, too, though.
She was fated to make that choice. There wasn't enough time to prepare her to make the right one.
The Force provides you with insight, but it does not give one all the answers.
Meaning,
Perhaps, for Sabine, it was the only choice.
I think so, too.
a choice she made for herself.
That is your fear.
On second thought, tell me one of those stories. Your choice.
Very well. A long time ago,
The galaxy.
galaxy
Far, far away.
far away.
Okay, here we go.
He did
That's
it
right, that's right.
fast.
We had a deal!
All within time.
Yeah, he still might keep it. He just won't let you be free in the ship. Jeez, that's so insane.
Or not.
Honest and ride the creatures in the days before time was counted.
The whales came here to die. Meridia is a graveyard.
Oh, jeez. Well, if they're all going there, all the Purrgil with Ahsoka can die. Oh, wow, yeah. Ugh.
Wow, I guess so.
Like, end of their life cycle, or does something kill them when they go here?
Must be the end of it.
We are receiving a beacon signal from the planet's surface.
Let us not keep them waiting.
Ooh,
Wow.
so close. Ah, Night Sisters?
Welcome, child of Dathomir. You do our ancestors credit.
It's so cool, the same sound as the mother. It is the Great Mother.
You heard our call to you in the dream. Your visions guided me across the stars.
We're witches.
So she's back.
Yeah.
We waited for you.
And you came as Thrawn promised. Where is Thrawn? You shall wait.
He is coming. It reeks of Jedi.
But I'm not one.
It is dangerous.
Where is Ezra?
That's all she's focused on.
We're trying to find him. Or really Thrawn, but
Sometimes stories are just stories.
she's kind of full of herself too, though.
Look at history. You realize it's all inevitable. Fall of the Jedi, rise of the Empire. It repeats again and again and again.
He wants to break the cycle. No way.
Ooh, is she
Okay,
doing
ooh,
that? That should be something else. It was
Maybe
something
it's
else.
Ezra.
No, it's not
I
her.
don't know.
Ooh, what is that?
Oh,
Ooh, is it a Purrgil? We're here.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hello.
It's Thrawn.
Oh, boy.
Crap.
Whoa,
I mean, how'd that get there? So, and it looks damaged. Is that the ship? Ooh, is this Thrawn's ship?
Must be. Here he
must be,
comes.
yeah.
Dropping him right there.
Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Wow, he has a lot of people
God.
with him. Holy crap.
Look at them all. Whoa.
Whoa.
They're all chanting his name.
Ah. Crap, there he is. He still has his freaking suit on.
Oh, no.
Wow, he makes him say his name.
Oh my god.
God.
God, look at the outfits. Yeah, where'd he get all these guys?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
They all dead? You get the Night Sisters, you never know. Wow. In the flesh!
Yeah.
It's just a dream. It's become a frightening reality for those who may oppose us.
Ooh.
Great mothers, I salute you. Felt she could be of some use to us. And you are?
Mercenaries. Balin Skull. And his apprentice, Shinhati.
Then you must be General Balin Skull
Yeah,
of the Jedi Order.
he remembers that.
You helped my cause. Now I shall help yours.
Which will help me.
You should know, though, that once my starship departs, you'll be stranded here forever. It's also quite possible that your friend is dead.
Better not be, but there's always a
If
possibility.
you survived, I'm sure he's doing just fine.
Oh, boy.
It's like a loath wolf, but not.
It's like a rat.
I want one.
That's all.
Wow, yeah, he's just like, all right,
Wow.
do me a favor. Tyrell.
She's like, yeah, whatever.
How fast are those things?
Alright. Giddy up.
Opportunity of finding Ezra Bridger. Just as promised. And
But
if
then-
she does, you and your master will destroy them both.
Oh,
Yeah, see, there's always a catch. Hopefully he won't, though.
I hope not.
It's gonna be Anya.
Oh,
Whoa!
yeah. Whoa. Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
no.
Nice shots.
Oh, crap!
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Thank God for her armor.
That's for sure.
Say Ezra. Maybe they'll know him. They'll recognize him.
That's right. Remember what Ahsoka taught you.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Tell your friends.
So lay your guard down.
Primary objective is to escape this galaxy. It matters not whether Ren and Bridger are killed or stranded here. The same can be said for your two mercenaries.
Ah. Yep.
Yeah.
This is a hassle for me. One following her.
You abandoned me!
Oh.
Oh, look at
Should have known you were a coward.
Oh,
Oh, he's so
look at him,
smart. Look how
at
sad
him,
he
look at
is.
him.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, he's gonna fall
Say,
anyway.
come on, get out of here. Be better.
Don't yell at him anymore.
You'll give in after a while walking. Yeah, see, he's fine.
He came back.
I'm here for you now.
Don't be
so
stubborn.
stubborn.
Use him.
Yeah, now it's
He wants
she's being
to-
stupid.
She'll want him after a while.
She's gonna be like, oh, I
He'll
refuse.
turn around and come back. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, see?
He's like, please.
He's devoted to you now. Please
Yep.
take him. You know you're
You're a
right.
good boy.
You got something?
He's smart.
Mm-hmm.
You were thirsty.
He came here.
Is that it?
Oh. Oh, see?
Okay, yeah, that trick's over.
And how many more?
Get up, come on, I can see you there.
Yeah, take your gun off him.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Then don't eat him.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just relax over there.
Oh, I know that symbol.
Oh.
Oh,
This?
he's
You like
he
this?
knows it. Knows what Ezra is.
What's that?
How's that possible?
Oh,
Ezra, do you know Ezra?
Oh, there. Yeah,
just hanging out.
Come out.
no.
He's like,
Look at
"What?"
more. Oh my God.
You did good.
Do you have a snack for him? So he doesn't try to eat them?
That's right.
He's like, I'm impressed.
Do you know the one she seeks so desperately?
Bridger? No. He's too young. Comes from a breed of Vulcan Jedi trained in the wild after the temple fell.
Like me.
No. He was trained as a Jedi. You are trained to be something more. Can't you hear it? Something stirs here. Can't you see it?
I see
You see something.
Ooh. Are they different?
There's
They're
no
on.
need for bloodshed. The enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Oh, like their houses look like
village.
their bodies. Oh.
I knew I could count on you.
Oh.
Is that him? It has to be.
It's gotta
Oh,
be.
my- Yes, it is.
Yay,
Count
happy
on you.
music.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
starting to like, oh, we're not going to see him this
Oh, my God.
episode.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
got a beard and everything.
Yes.
Who grew up?
Yeah.
Aw, how
Okay.
cute.
Oh,
It's like, why did you bring me to him?
Sure took you long enough.
Well, you didn't exactly tell any of us where you were going.
That's because I didn't know where I was going.
Typical. Always a plan. Never a good one.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
It worked.
And then hug. Yay. Aww. That's great.
Gotta watch out for Balaam now.
Oh.
Let's not talk about that. Not right now.
Sweet.
We have a lot to catch up on.
Thanks for coming. Can't wait to go home.
Good. Yeah, Hera's gonna be so happy.
We hope.
I know.
Yeah.
Ahsoka, hopefully the Berg will end up there
Yeah,
soon.
Right?
50 planets later.
Boy.
Or galaxies.
Mother, she wished to speak with me. He was once a Jedi. So,
Oh,
This is
look,
gonna
he's
turn
gonna
around on
manipulate
her.
you.
regarding us flawed.
He's going to leave her behind.
No, we shall consider Ahsoka-tano alive until we know otherwise. And we shall prepare accordingly. I want to know her background, history, home world, her master, everything.
Yes, Grand Admiral.
If a star whale approaches Peridia,
Crap.
destroyed with prejudice,
But it's huge, so hopefully
Great Mothers,
it'll be okay.
once again require the aid of your dark magic.
Crap.
The thread of destiny demands it, Grand Admiral.
Perfect. My God, it's like nothing changed for him. I mean, he has
That's
his army still.
That's right.
Yep,
He has his uniform on.
That's for sure.
that's right.
Oh,
And his
How
yeah.
piercing red
My
eyes.
God.
We got Thrawn and Ezra
That's
in this
right.
one
Yes,
episode.
we did.
Finally,
Yes, we did.
woo!
That's good.
It makes sense because they were probably in the same area. I mean, a lot of time has passed now, so maybe they wouldn't be stuck on the same planet at that point. I'm sure Ezra had his own adventures, and I'm glad he was peaceful with this gentle race.
That's
Okay.
right.
He
Yes.
seemed to be thriving there.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, to see Ezra, did you hear me? I was like, is there really him? I can
Oh,
like who it's
yes,
gonna
it is.
be.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
And-
happy
oh my
about
God, me
that.
too.
And Thrawn doesn't care about Balin. He's like, and you knew that was probably going to happen. That he was like,
Yeah.
you know what? You.
He doesn't need him at this
No,
point,
that's
and he's
right.
very strategic with everything that he does.
It
And
definitely is.
And Thrawn again is so intelligent. Like he knows his history. He reads up on everything,
Everything.
everyone.
Exactly,
And
just like
Balin-
what he said to Morgan. Oh, and Balin is also a Jedi.
yeah,
You
and
know,
talking to
so-
Balin, he
yeah,
knew right away
yeah.
his
Oh my
history.
Ahsoka
So.
is,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, he said she was dead. Oh, yes, and he was also a Jedi. So
Well, Jedi
he
can
knows.
survive, and
Yes.
you know.
Right, but
You think they
he's
die,
thinking ahead. He's like, oh yeah, of course he would say that, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, so who knows if they are going to be left there alone?
Yeah, I mean, I do still think that Balin might help. Like, if he sees Ezra, I don't know what's going to happen right away, but I am hoping that he will help out Ezra and Sabine, and he has some kind of...
I do too. I think he probably will.
Yeah, I hope he
hope
has
so.
some other motive, but... You know, here he has an apprentice, too. I don't think he would misguide her, so I think he's still struggling with what he really wants to do. Because when he was talking about how he saw everything burn when he was younger, you can tell that really was still heavy for him, that it really did bother him a lot still.
Yes.
So I don't think he's fully 100%
Very
dark.
Right, and he said, I miss the idea of
Yeah.
what they stood for. And also, I thought for a moment when he was talking to Shin that he was saying, you know, I don't want it keeps repeating itself. It keeps repeating itself, and I want to break that order. So I was wondering, oh, maybe he really is against Thrawn, and then later on when he had a conversation with her, he's like, no, you know. So I'm kind of like on the fence. I don't know if he will sway away
Yeah.
from Thrawn. But if he finds out that Thrawn was going to leave him there anyway, you know, good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Balin
He
did
might
say to
turn around.
Shin that you're more than a Jedi. I'm, you know,
Yes,
training
I
you for
change
something
you
more.
more. Mhm.
So sounds like, okay, dark side, but I'm kind
Mm-hmm.
of thinking like maybe he thinks he can just kind of reset and mold her in a better way, maybe in between like a Jedi way and, you know, the Empire way or something. I mean, I know they're doing very bad things right now. So we'll see what happens there. But to see Thrawn in the flesh, like live action
boy,
Thrawn and
yes.
Ezra.
Oh, his
That was
voice
fun.
is just so chilling.
It is.
It is
Oh
still
my
chilling,
God,
like,
it's
isn't
right.
it?
It
Yeah,
is almost just like
It
the
really
animated
is.
version. I
That's
mean,
right.
the animated
Yes,
version was
very
a little
close.
bit more, it was like a
that's
little
right, yeah.
quieter and like this. But he honestly got it pretty close.
Yes,
Sure
And-
did,
Yes.
yeah, so he was
My
still
gosh.
very intimidating, not even doing much, you
That's
know?
right.
Like he's still like, his posture is very strong, and he just has that very stiff, I wouldn't say proud, but like he's just a very strong person. So just the way he holds himself, he just has that authority about him. So he did that this whole episode. So for him to still have his uniform, and then he has these troopers that are still with him, and there's a bunch of them, and their armor's all destroyed and stuff. So here, at the end of Rebels, the starship was destroyed. Ezra and Thrawn were still fighting. He got the Purrgil over there, and then they, shot off into like major hyperspace and left the galaxy. Didn't know what happened to them. So anyways, all those troopers must have been dead on his ship, because how the heck did they get there?
And then they did their dark magic and brought them
back. Because we've seen that with
the
the Night Sisters before.
Right, yes.
Here we have multiple great mothers, because we had one great mother in Rebels. So to see like 3 in the flesh, like that was actually really cool too. So we've seen them actually bring, the dead to life before as an army.
Right.
So I love how we see that in their armor as well, because their armor was probably destroyed or still on their corpses or whatever. And, they just patched up everything. Maybe they can't take off their armor because they're dead. Maybe they're fused with it or something. And you have that one guy that stands out with the gold face.
Yeah, Enoch, I guess his name is.
Yeah. Yeah, so serious stuff. I mean, the ship is working. I mean, they patched it all up, and it might just be science, but I'm thinking there's some dark magic probably in that too, because I guess they got the dead to help fix the ship, because I'm like, you need a lot of bodies to do that. But pretty impressive stuff.
It is.
And to bring everyone back, how are they going to go back to their galaxy with that ship? With that technology? Like, do they go in the center of that big ring?
Right.
And then travel together?
Maybe.
Yeah.
The sisters, the dark sisters, or I keep saying that, or the night sisters, but the great mothers. I love seeing that, like having this history, this mystery that we keep hearing about it in this show, where Balin's like children's stories, and you have
they're folk tales.
Yeah, and all these things that are just legend at this point, and a lot of people don't believe in them because they're so old, and you're in a different galaxy where the only way to travel here in the past was through Purrgil, and that's even really hard to do. So this place is like so removed from anything that we know in Star Wars. So to see this ancient history of Dathomir, and how proud Morgan was, and it's just so cool, because even though we've seen so many planets in Star Wars, like or at least I felt like how separate this is. I want to know more about this world.
Yeah, and then you have Ezra, who befriended the locals, and became one, knows the language,
He's probably been there for a long time.
They are so cute.
They are adorable.
Yeah, they are adorable.
Yes,
I'm really happy they met up, and but that's like how Sabine is too, and Ezra, he's really grown up as well, and I would expect like, oh my God, I would have been like freaking out.
Yeah, it was a little too subtle for me. Yeah,
right.
I know. I would be like, at least like shaking and freaking out or punching. You can just punch
from another galaxy, for crying out loud.
I thought you died.
Yeah.
You are so
absolutely.
Not too much.
Or him, at least,
Yeah.
He's the one who's been so removed from it.
Especially since Sabine, I know she's really tough, but we've only seen her so impatient. Like, we know her like that anyways in Rebels, but in this, like, she's extremely impatient. Like, heck yeah, I thought she would have, like, toppled him over and been, like, punching him or something.
Just him. No matter, what evil comes to her, she's like, as long as I see him, she's in
I know, and then to, like, restrain herself and be like, hey, what's up? Kind of like Ahsoka, like, I'm all patient.
Yeah.
But I'm still very happy. It was still a sweet reunion, and I guess they might be traveling with his buddies for a while. I am happy that Ezra did say, I can't wait to go home, though.
No,
yes.
Because I was kind of worried right when they met up. I'm
Yeah.
like, he might be comfortable here and might have purpose there or something where he has to stay. But yay!
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So now I am spoiled, and I want to have Ezra and Sabine go back home next episode. I know a lot of stuff has to happen first, and then Hera has to see Ezra.
Oh, that's right.
Get some of the gang back together. And then
Yeah.
Zeb will just come out of nowhere and be like, hey, I'm here too. This is so cool. That's right. We did see him in The Mandalorian, which was fun. But
I'm very interested to see how Balin reacts to
Yeah, me too,
Ezra.
yeah.
Like, how are they really going to fight them? You know?
Yeah.
That's right.
I think because he struggles with his past, that seeing another, like, he felt bad about killing Ahsoka, like, before he did. He said, like, oh, that's such a waste or something to Morgan, and he respects her to a certain degree. Now, if he sees Ezra, I think he's going to probably have the same conflict. I don't know. And maybe
He might
Ezra
feel
can
the
talk to
force
him.
on him. Yeah.
Maybe feel how strong he is, or maybe Shin, because she's kind of, you know, she has a lot of anger like Anakin. Like, maybe she'll do something crazy and Balin will have to stop her and Ezra will help in some way, and then he'll kind of, you know, be more open-minded to helping Ezra.
Shin seemed a little bit more reserved this time, but I think it was just because, you know, Thrawn was there and they actually landed, you know, and they've actually experienced what this other galaxy is. So I think she was just more reserved. But yeah, I think her anger will come out more.
Yeah, I mean,
The way she looks at Sabine, you know, like,
I
Oh,
like
that's
the
like that's always
characters,
us,
but
yeah.
I just feel like I need to know so much more. And the stories have been fun. I've been enjoying this series, but sometimes I feel like the pacing's really slow. And I just feel like Shin, like, I still don't know anything about her.
That's
You know,
right,
she doesn't
right.
really say much. She gets upset and she attacks Sabine until her master said to stop, and we saw a battle with her, but like we haven't like seen a lot. We've already seen.
yeah,
more
maybe
about
she'll
her,
open
about
up a little bit with Ezra, you know, because
Yes,
they have a
right.
little bit, you know.
I wonder,
right.
because Ezra had anger issues too. I wonder like if she'll sense that or something, and that'll trigger her more to fight Ezra.
Oh,
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Yeah, I feel like another huge battle is definitely coming.
I
Maybe
like
multiple.
Yeah, I like how going to Morgan now, how she was so giddy, you know, when she saw Thrawn, and how he was, you know, complimenting her on how she got there to get him, and she was so happy. And then at the end, when he's like, you know, kind of questioning her, like, I thought you said she was dead, you know, and she's like, well, you know, trying to
well, she was,
because she knows.
Well, I think he was saying it in a way to make her go against Balin and be okay with leaving them behind, because he kept like saying,
because hey, you know, you can't trust, you know, you should have seen it for your own eye, you know, with your own eyes too, you know. You told me
I
you
don't
put
think
your
he was-
you put your confidence in him.
yeah,
And he's also a former Jedi.
That's right.
yeah, it could be that. And you know, I took it as like he was just trying to make her doubt Balin and be like, you know, he was a Jedi too, so they have their tricks and they know how to, you know, lie to you to make you believe it. But yeah,
Yeah,
like,
and you can't really trust him, because once he says, you know, you go after Balin, and he's just going to take off on everybody and leave everyone at the...
he knows what to say.
Yeah.
He only will do things that benefit him and his ideals. Like Balin isn't in that
Right,
plan.
he's not
So
the equation, right.
yeah, so it's just a hindrance for him. So he's just like, yeah, let him do his own thing. Now you can go after Sabine, and then they go off, and there's just so many risks out there. And
Yeah.
either way, they're going to get killed out there or stranded.
Right,
die
and
out there.
you made the decision to bring a prisoner. Oh, well, okay, then you go follow her. So that eliminates him, you know, completely. Okay, well, let's do away with that loose end, you know.
Did you like this episode, Mom?
Yes, I did.
What did you like? Did you like the little rock
I like them,
creatures?
yeah, I like them. Look
They were adorable.
They remind me of turtles because they
Little
just shell
turtle
them back.
snail
I know.
quivering.
It was really
though, I
cute.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the beast. I loved the dog rat.
I think it was called a howler or something.
Howler.
Yeah, I mean, anything that you
adorable.
can
I
relate
knew
to
he was
dogs
gonna
and cats. I love that they always have a bunch of dog creatures.
And
like
how she
a
was
lot of planets
snapping at
have
him.
dog
That's
creatures.
right.
Scolding him.
And then
I know.
Then he kept turning around and following her.
Yeah,
anyway.
'cause
And
she
I knew
really
she was going
loved
to give
her.
in after a while.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, I know they know and meet all these different creatures, aliens, but I'm like, you have this really like intelligent beast that, holy crap, could eat you at any time, but it's a friendly beast and it's letting you travel on its back. You know,
You don't
it
know
can
any
communicate.
commands.
That's right.
I mean,
No
horses,
command.
I love horses and they're smart in their own way, but like here you have something that has higher intelligence and he understands what you're saying and he's actually gesturing and trying to help you or whatever. I mean, maybe he was just seeking out water, but I felt like there was more there. And yet you're yelling at it and being mean
Yeah,
to
when
it.
it took off, when it was, you know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
First time.
Like even a dog, you know, I love dogs so much, and it's like you yell at them so much. I get it, like
I know,
when
and
they do
they
something
look-
bad and they
yeah.
look so
Yeah.
guilty, and they're like, whoa.
Oh, yes,
It's like I don't want to keep doing that to the dog. It already knows that it did something wrong.
Yeah.
But so yeah, good episode. I am extremely
good.
happy to see Ezra. I love Thrawn in live action, but I'm just so happy to see Ezra and Sabine meet
Yeah.
up finally.
Yeah.
I do have to say, when we saw Thrawn going toward them, walking through, you know, between those troopers, and you just see his blue hands and his blue neck, I'm like, okay, here we go.
I know, the
That
same
was
freaking
exciting.
walk. It's like,
Yes.
oh boy, it hasn't changed. Like he completely went to a different galaxy, pretty much exiled, and he's still thriving.
And he's still
like,
rising above everything.
right.
Yeah, freaking incredible, you know. So now that he's going to go back to his own galaxy, everyone's screwed. Because if he can do all this so far, far away, like,
my
what is he
gosh,
going to do when
And
he gets back
Thrawn knows
home?
it, and he's so smart that he already knows Sabine. He goes, she, you know, took into account what she wanted at the cost of the galaxy, of her galaxy. So he knows, like, wow, she really is just...
Yeah.
you know,
And he doesn't
doesn't
understand that because he calculates
Yes.
everything. And I get Sabine wanting to see Ezra, and I was right there too. I'm like, absolutely. But I really wish she didn't do that. From what our fans were saying as well, like she probably didn't have a choice in that moment because she thought Ahsoka was dead. There was no other way that she was going to be able to get across to see Ezra. I don't know. So it still ends up with her wanting to see Ezra and maybe surviving that encounter after Ahsoka was gone because his apprentice was strangling her. Like, I don't think, even though she's strong, like, there's two really strong Force users right next to you, and you're not going to fare well, I don't think. So she really didn't have a choice there. But yeah, I like that exchange where Thrawn was just like, oh, I can't understand why you would risk a whole galaxy, your own galaxy, for this one guy.
Yeah, and she felt that she already lost Ahsoka, and, you know, she can't even deal with, you know, possibly losing Ezra too, so...
Yeah.
You can see her going for it.
Yeah, so crazy stuff. And I did ask on our community page for you guys to ask us questions, so thank you. Mainly on our new page, Storm Akima reboot, but that name might change. It'll still be Storm Akima, but something. And some people did still respond on our Storm Akima page, so we'll go there first. Haydu says, in this episode, could we finally see Thrawn and or Ezra? Yay! Yes,
we did both.
Twofer, that was really cool. Very exciting. Timothy, is there a chance for you to react to One Piece? Actually, I just watched the first episode. I'm doing it on my own time, and I love you guys, but Mom and Kim react a lot on the channel, and we can't add that on to our schedule, but I'm watching that right now, so you will be seeing that on the channel very soon. So thank you. Gerard, Elemental reaction. Mom and I did see Elemental recently, and that is currently on our Patreon, but that will be out on YouTube probably this weekend.
Oh, good.
Nice.
If I have time to edit
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So that was a very good watch as well. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I'm going to go to Storm Akima Reboot. You can go in the description below and click on the link to go to our new page. Omega asks, man, did a lot happen in this episode. Sabine having the stink of Jedi is hopefully a sign that she's becoming closer to the Force. Maybe Ezra can help, and seeing Ezra again was amazing. Yes,
Yes,
it definitely
was.
was.
so awesome. The actor feels like he jumped straight from the cartoon. I totally agree.
Yep.
And the little tortoise people were so
They were
cute.
so cute.
What do you think about Thrawn's night troopers? Yeah,
Oh,
they were
boy.
pretty scary and intimidating. Are they night brothers? Or are they zombies raised? Well, I'm thinking the zombies.
Yeah.
I'm thinking zombies,
Oh,
just because of the
yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm guessing those are caskets they are loading up. Very interesting. I noticed that too. I didn't say anything about
I
it.
was
but-
wondering that too.
Oh, these are more
Wow.
people.
They
They can add
did,
to our
yeah.
army later.
Wow.
Does this mean anybody Thrawn's army kills can be recruited as a zombie soldier? That's what I was kind of thinking. I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Boy.
In the old books, Thrawn had a similar scheme, though making clones with science instead of dark magic zombies. I think that's a very neat twist on the old story. If that's indeed what is happening, it does suggest Thrawn is learning more about the mystical side of the galaxy. doesn't bode well for our heroes. Yes, because I was thinking that the whole time when we were looking at the Night Sisters or the Great Mothers, and I want to learn more about the dark magic because we see so much about the Force and there's still a lot of mystery there, but it's like kind of connected, but the magic is a little different and very scary. Speaking of Star Wars books, I just feel obligated as a nerd to throw out a recommendation for Storm, considering what you've said in a previous video. Dark Disciple is a book about Ventress. That's cool.
Okay.
It was originally supposed to be 8 episodes in the Clone Wars before the show had to be cut short, and luckily the remaining Ventress episodes were turned into a book. Okay. The canceled episodes are still canon, so if you want to see what Ventress was up to during the last parts of the Clone Wars, there's that. Or listen to the audiobook, of course. Very cool information. I totally want to check that out. So thank you for that. Ventress was an awesome character.
Yeah.
Calfitz, I gotta say, I think Thrawn was the highlight of this episode. Very well translated from the animated show to live action.
It was, yeah.
Totally agree. Let's see what Filoni has in store for the next 2 episodes. Also, I don't know if this is funny or scary, but Sabine found Ezra pretty quickly and Thrawn only had like a general location. I can't tell if maybe this is intentional on Thrawn's part or not. If this isn't an elaborate strategy or something like that, I think it's pretty funny. I do agree there. I don't know. I mean, Thrawn is super smart, and he always is so many steps ahead that maybe it is a plan, because I agree. She found him very quickly, and I know she is training with the Force. He's strong with the Force, that maybe they were just drawn together, because that happens too. So maybe it was just that easy, and yet Thrawn couldn't find Ezra, which I do think is kind of funny. Or maybe there's a lot of history between Ezra and Thrawn where they did battle it out for quite some time.
Yeah, and he's been keeping an eye on him or something like that.
Yeah, and they
Knows
just
where
kind
he
of
is.
made their peace and like just stayed separate for a while
Yeah.
because they kept fighting or something. I don't know. I think there's going to be more with Thrawn in that story. Like attacking them and being like, got you now, haha, my plan all along. And then Jay Horror Fan, do you think Barriss Offee will appear in the Ahsoka series? We haven't seen her fate yet. I apologize if I said the last name wrong, but Barriss, she was when she was that green Jedi that was in the Clone Wars and stuff. So I would be very interested to see her in this. I think that would be actually very cool. I'd love that episode where we were just in that flashback of the Clone Wars in live action. Like, that was so intense and well done. And thank you, Dave Filoni, and everyone else involved in this show, because there's so much love and so much effort, hard work put into this show, and you can really feel it. That's one thing. Even though I talked about the pacing of the show, it definitely has great moments, and the sets, the special effects, the costumes, like everything is just so spot on and beautiful. And so I'm really enjoying this a lot. So those are all the questions that we have. Thank you guys for asking them. Again, our new channel is Storm Akima Reboot. The reboot part may change in the future, but you can check links in our description box and most of our current videos on our old Storm Akima page, and then you can come see the new page and subscribe. We need to grow there.
Yes.
Please do. So over time, videos are going to start appearing there more and not so much on our channel now, on our old channel. So anything you'd like to add?
No, I really like the show a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's good.
It's really ramping up now.
Yes, you like the little turtle guys.
Yes,
Now we
I
just
do.
have to see
I like
Ahsoka.
seeing Ezra too.
Yes, I was so happy to see Ezra, and he really felt like Ezra. Like,
Yes.
you know, you could
did,
feel
he did.
their bond and
Yeah.
how close
That
they
was good.
are, and he still had that like suave, cool, like playful
Yeah.
personality.
Yes,
and-
Yeah.
So I'm glad he was
He's
happy.
still childish
That's
a
right.
little bit, you know?
Yeah, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
He wasn't like super stressed out, like, oh my god,
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah,
That's right.
so it's good to have a smile, calm, happy, and I wanted more punching and like, oh my god, but
That's right.
maybe
Yeah.
next time. Yeah, so thank you guys so
Yes,
much for
thank you.
watching. May the force be with you, and we'll see you very
Yes.
soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.